We here. Tim is not putting up fake streams, not this time. He has been known. He has been known to put up some fake streams. But what's up, everybody? What's going
That's
on?
what you want to say, Riz live.
Riz live. Nah, pause. I don't like how that sound. R live. Let's go with that. Relabeled. TGG, what's going on in the building? Why is PJ still in the NBA? I could give what he gives for way less money. That's facts. I just thought that was kind of funny. Sixers, nice win tonight. Almost let that joint slip out our grasp late in the game. But we still end up pulling off the 127-123 victory. It was a good win. OKC is an up-and-coming team. They balling. What's their record now? What was their record before they played us?
Yeah, they've been winning. They're like a top 5 team right now.
11-5. They was 11-4 before playing us, so we made them 11-5. Now we 11-5. They have been balling. They actually been playing real good. They got some good quality wins on their belt. SGA is balling. The young bull, Chet, however you say his whole name, Chet Holmgren, I think it is.
Yep.
He for real. He might win Rookie of the Year. He trying to go for that. He balling. He doing this thing. I can't hate on him. The dude Giddey, I don't know why he was. No, he got some charges. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they. Let me leave him alone. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, they second in the West right now. They hooping for real, and we did a good job, man. We came and played some good D with the SGA. And what I know at one point he was 70%. He was 7 for 10. He couldn't miss. He ended with 31 points, down to 48% field goal. He went 10 for 21. So that means he was 7 for 10. Then he went 3 for 11. That was some good defense by Batum. Roku played some good defense on him. Some of the shots actually was good because some of the defense was good, not because they necessarily stopped all shots, but sometimes they stopped them from shooting. If you notice, Batum wasn't going for the fake all the time. He kept trying to do the fake and then the lean in on Batum and Roku. SGA got a little heart in him, but as I watch him, he got a little bit of heart in him, though. Where he tried to draw, he tried to do a lot of the drawing fouls. I know everybody does it. Everybody does to try to, draw the defender in. But he was doing it a lot. He got a little bit of heart in him. But it's a nice Sixers win. I mean, I got a lot more that I could talk about. Yeah, Chet is coming. Solving the race problem. I agree. SRP. But Tim, what's your thoughts on it? Go ahead.
I like the boy Chet Holmgren. I do believe he probably win Rookie of the Year over Wemby. And then both of them are like the
going for
your favorites. But what I saw today, he seems more polished than Wemby. Now, to be fair, Chet Holmgren has been in the pro system for over a year. Like he wasn't playing because he was hurt last year, but he had doctors and trainers, and he'd been around the game for a whole year. Whereas Wemby was playing on a professional level overseas as well. So either way, whoever gets Rookie of the Year, they'll be deserving. But right now in the lead, I'm gonna say is Chet. That boy was so clutch, right? You see the pull-up 3 that he made, the pull-up within 3. I respect that. I respect this game much. But this game, and if I'm gonna give a game ball, this goes to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is the reason why I say you can't trade him. You just gotta put assets around him that can do other things, but you cannot trade Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid balled out. Maxey made some bonehead mistakes, like even that over the back.
Joel Embiid balled out. Did I hear that correctly? Say that again. What happened with Joel?
For this game, Joel hit those clutch. He had like 6 straight free throws down the stretch to close the game out. They was fouling. He knocked him down.
19 for 21 from the line.
Maxey was missing free throws. He was he looks tired. This whole new where he's getting double. This is new.
He only missed 2 free throws. He wasn't that bad. But he was not 11.
What was saying?
One was like in the first half, and the other was in the fourth quarter.
Maxey made some mistakes down the stretch.
He's still under with 28 points. I mean,
no, he did. I'm not saying I'm not calling him a bum. I'm just saying
he also was hooping. What I say is he struggled the first half. He actually picked his game up in the second half because the first half, I always like to look at the first half stats. The first half stats, Maxey was only shooting like 35%. He ended the game shooting 47% with 28 points. So he actually stepped his game up in the second half, he still wasn't really hitting no threes, but he started hitting his. He got to the hole. He hit that that left hand layup that he hit, that reverse layup.
That was cool. Nice. He made that was a big basket.
That was nice.
He looks tired. He looks tired. I think he's overworking himself. Sometimes, in order for he might need to get some rest. I think he may be overworking himself, putting too much pressure on him. In the beginning, the first few games, especially when he got that 50, it looked like he was having fun. And it almost looked like he's not even having fun no more.
I mean, the pressure of being that dude every night, I'm not going to say it's starting to get to him, but I'm sure he feel it. I'm sure you feel the pressure now being, once you hit a certain pinnacle of stardom, which he did with that 50-point game, you put all eyes on you. Yeah. And as much as you might not want to say, oh, it's another game, I'm just playing my game, the stakes have changed now. Now you become bored. Like, you got people talking about he should be in an all-star game now, or he one of the top candidates for an all-star game. You got boys like me calling him a baby him and all this other stuff. So, I mean, you know, when I talk, people listen. You know what I'm saying? So,
here we go.
That's what so when you hear stuff like that, it's going to put a little bit of pressure on you, whether you really want to believe that, John, or embrace it or not. But he got some weight on his shoulders. But I mean, he's still doing his thing, like 28 points. You know what I'm saying? I ain't 28 points, 8 assists. I mean, eight rebounds, 3 assists, and some blocks. I think he got a block or two. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. I mean, 47%. The three wasn't falling like I kind of expected to. It was 3 for 8. But still played solid. He shot over 50% from 2. If you take out the 3, he was well over 50% field goal from 2. And he's getting his calls now. He's getting some more calls now too.
I do appreciate that. And what Embiid did today was he was looking to help Maxey get his shot, because Maxey was struggling to get an open shot. Because I'm telling you that double, he's seeing doubles like he ain't used to seeing doubles before. And I saw Embiid. Embiid wants him to succeed. That's for the first time. I mean, he's done it in the past, but I've seen it today. I was like, he really wants Maxey to succeed, which was a good thing. So I mean, today was the Embiid game. He had 9 assists, nearly had a triple double. So
no, he did it. I mean, look, it shows you anytime Embiid is in a game and Maxey's getting double teamed, that says a lot. That says a lot about where this dude has come. You know what I'm saying? And his progression and what people think about him. So he's starting to get that attention. Now he just got to keep. I like how the one play he kind of rolled off and pulled up, hit the knock down the mid range. The other one he came around, ran off the screen, moved around a little bit, hit the reverse layup. So he going to have to find ways to create now that you that bull and people looking at you like you that bull.
That's the thing.
So he going to have to fight his way through that. And he did solid. Like I said, he struggled early, but I like how he persevered. Somebody said he's still playing passive. I mean, he put up 17 shots and he went to the line. How many times he shot? 11 free throws. He was 9 for 11. So he was shooting. To me, he was still. I mean, you can't expect him to just be a straight out gun. He got Toby on his team who dropped. Butch Roby had 16. Batum was playing well, very well, real good defense. Batum was balling. 14 points Batum had. He was 4 for 7, 57%, 3 for 6 from 3-pointers. Melton was jacking up shots like crazy. I think Melton might have took more shots. How many shots Melton take? Melton took, he ended with 12, but the first half he was jacking. Melton couldn't stop shooting.
Yeah.
So you still got everybody, and obviously you got the big man. So you still got to spread the ball a little bit to keep everybody happy. And I think that, to me, that's a good thing. I want him aggressive, but I don't want him overly aggressive where you just trying to shoot just to shoot because you feel you need to shoot.
You still got to be passive, though. I kind of agree with the boy.
What plays do you think he was passive at?
I just thought there was opportunities where he could have forced a little bit. Sometimes you want your superstar to force it. Don't let the game don't always got to come to you. I mean, for the most, you wanted to, but sometimes you just want to be that dog. You want him to be that dog, especially if Embiid's not in the game, and he still seems to be a little passive. I'm telling you, the Witch gonna feel the same way. His coach Nick Nurse feels the same way about that.
I mean, the formula is winning. You keeping it. Let me put that on. The formula is winning. You putting other people in position to be successful too. So you, like I said, you still trying to create, because But this is what I said about trying to have Maxey run a point guard. If you want him to be aggressive and be the point guard for a young dude, that's a hard act to keep up with. Like that's a hard that you talking about the boy. Now he gotta be a 3-ring circus master.
No,
He juggling this. You know what I mean?
That's what Tyrese is doing.
How many balls can he jug? Pause. How many?
I know why you trying to juggle balls.
I mean, how many different?
Halliburton doing it. Halliburton is doing it. So it can't be done.
Is Halliburton? I mean,
yes, that's a yes. You're right.
My thing is, does Halliburton have a dude the elk of Joel Embiid, like that? You gotta kind of always keep in mind. I want to keep him in the game too. He got other dudes he playing with that's doing well. Buddy Hield doing well, all that. But it's like Joel, you always gotta be conscious. Yo, I need to make sure I get him the rock at the same time. And you got Toby. Toby is a 20-point a game. He was a 22-point a game scorer in this league. For us, he averaging like what's Toby averaging for the year? He got to be around 17, 18 for the year. 19 points a game.
He almost blew the game for us too, by the way.
Yes, no, you was hating because he hit that huge 3 too that opened it up.
He almost blew the game.
He averaging 19 points a game, shooting probably 40 something, close to 50% from the field. So you got to keep these dudes in mind at the same time. So I mean, Halliburton don't X-Man. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that X-Man. He said Halliburton don't impact winning empty stats. He actually absolutely impacts winning. Indiana is a way better team with him on the floor. Matter of fact, what's their record? Let's pull that stat. What's Indiana record, Tim? Where they at?
They literally may be like one game behind us.
Standing. The Pacers right now, they 9-6. So we 11-5. They win, a couple more games, and we might lose a game. They're not too far behind us. So they in the 7th place right now. We in 4th. We tied for like 2nd. Is Orlando 11? Orlando's actually playing well. I didn't know they were that bad, but what this year. Milwaukee 11-5, Orlando 11-5, we 11-5. Miami 10-6, New York 9-6, and Indiana is 9-6. I like Halliburton. Halliburton, he talk to me in February when the Pacers are 10 games at 500. We'll see. Halliburton hoop. I'll say this right now. Whatever happens in February happens in February. But right at this moment, he's absolutely contributing to the winning game. Right? There's no way you can tell me that. But what did Young say? He said if he was on a losing team, what do you mean? If he was, who's talking about Halliburton? I don't know. I don't know what they mean by that. But somebody talked about SGA. Let's talk about him for a second. He is a bucket. He got game.
Bucket, but I kind of agree with you as far as the heart. I think he may be in the top 3 in free throws, and because he knows how to get them. Like down the stretch, when his team needed them point, they was down like 10. He knew how to get to the ball and get that foul. And those refs, he has the respect of that whistle, and he was going to the line like he was Joel Embiid. And sure enough, he was able to close that gap to like 3. So I mean, he's a bucket. He's definitely a bucket, and he definitely know how to get that hard and foul.
Yeah, that's my thing. And I was very critical. Remember how I was critical of Harden? And I think I dropped breaking news on this very podcast when I said one of the reasons why Harden struggles in the playoffs is because the refs stopped calling them calls in the playoffs. Is the same thing going to be true for SGA? Because last year, he's always in the top 5. The last couple years, he's been in the top 5 for free throw shooting. And he's been in the top 5 for scoring. Now, what's going to happen when a game because tonight had almost like a playoff kind of atmosphere. The refs wasn't giving him all them calls. He got some calls. He got to the line, but he was doing a lot of flailing around and all that kind of stuff like that, and he wasn't getting them calls. He got frustrated, and you started seeing him forcing some shots. You started missing some buckets you normally make. What's going to happen in the playoffs when that starts happening against some of the top tier teams in the West? You know what I'm saying? When the metal hits the road or the rubber hits the road, as they say, and he don't get them calls. What's going to happen? Now they got Chet. So Chet balling. He is clutch too. I agree with you, Tim. He actually hit a huge 3 against Golden State like that to win the game. Wiggins came down, hit a bucket, and he hit the game winner to beat Golden State. He is nice. And they should have what they should have done. I'm sorry, he hit a 3 to take into overtime. What they should have did was foul him because they was up They were up 3 Golden State, and it was like 8 seconds left or something. They decide not to foul him. He pulls up, knocks him down, takes him into overtime. OKC wins in overtime. He's clutch though. He's clutch. He's clutch. They got him. They can lean on, but SGA has to stop trying to get those fouls. In my opinion, I understand that's part of the game now where you try
that's part of his game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does. I can't be mad. It's everybody does it to some degree, but he's doing it. He's Harden-esque with it. He's doing it a little too much. And when you start trying to rely on that in the playoffs, and them referees look at you like, I don't see nothing, keep going, you're gonna start getting frustrated, and your game might start falling apart. It's gonna hurt your team. I'm telling you now. But he is nice though. Norm B said, if he's so nice, then how you confuse him with Giddey? Who confused Giddey? I was talking about Giddey playing. I kind of just said I believe Giddey alone because I know he got some charges over something. But go ahead.
Let me ask you about it. Do you think they should let the boy Giddey play?
Oh, in the title? Oh, you said in the title you did, Tim. What'd you say?
I say OKC Josh Giddey problem.
Oh,
y'all not familiar with his problem?
Okay, all right. It's a problem. We'll see what happens. I mean, is he that impactful to the team if something happens that they, how bad is that going to hurt him?
It's a serious allegation against him right now. So it was the serious allegation against him where they saying that he was involved with someone that's 15, and so now the NBA is doing an investigation. So that's like, should he be playing basketball?
15 is how old the girl was?
The girl's 15, and I think he's like 21, 22.
Yikes.
So they're saying that might be a little problem. When I say somebody, I mean the United States law.
He averaged 12, 5, and 4. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, if they lose him, I don't think that's going to hurt him too much. But
the boy Chet distances, he's distancing himself from him too.
Who's that?
Chet Holmgren.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to call him his twin. Now he was like deleting tweets that he said about the boy.
Word, like, get out of here. Hey, I ain't mad, man. I ain't mad at that at all.
Confuse me with Josh.
I ain't mad at that.
Last year, they gave a lot of the players, they gave a hard time last year. Like, what's the boy's name? Kyrie and everything. Like, the NBA was quick to discipline him. But so I'm just saying, just be fair. If you see something going on, if it's an investigation, are we sitting them? Should you sit down while y'all do your investigation, or if that's okay? That's an
interesting thought. I mean, I never like an investigation to be rushed or rushed to judgment because that's some very strong allegations against somebody. So you don't want to rush to that. But he might need to sit down while you investigate to see what's going on. Because if it comes back that he did actually do something, now you look worse. It's like, well, why are you sitting down? You had this evidence and blah blah blah. And now you gotta. So I think it may be best just to time him out for a minute. You know what I mean, and it may quiet down some of all the extra speculation while you do it.
Yeah.
So I think it will be wise to sit them down, but they're not. But that's something that blow up in their face if they don't. John said double standard. Yeah, I mean, we know how it go. Unfortunately, we know how it go. This is nothing new to nobody who lives in the United States for the majority of their life. You know what the deal is. You know what the deal is.
Exactly. I like the boy. I like the young boy Isaiah Joe playing.
You was happy for your young boy, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was happy for him. I want him to succeed over there. He looked. I think with Nick Nurse, he probably had a better shot because one thing about Nick Nurse, to his credit, he allows some of the young guys to get some valuable time and not penalizing them if they miss shots. Like, okay, you're not playing for the next 10 games, except for Korkmaz. For some reason, nobody likes Korkmaz.
Yeah, I know. Cork be riding that pond hard. Yeah. He tried to give him a little burn. I'll give it to him, but you got to take Cork in a situation where when you get in, you got to go off.
Yeah.
Like you almost. It's sad to say this, but you gotta be doggone near perfect when you get in there. If you take 5 threes, you better hit 3 of them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And if you go 1 for 5 and 2 for 5, nah, you need to go about 3
about a month and a half.
What'd you say?
We'll see him in a month and a half when
yeah.
You go. I mean, I'm looking at Isaiah didn't even shoot well, but he shot 14. He got up 14 shots, only made 4, but
he was jacking.
Yeah, but at least he's able to do that there. Like he has that free will in OKC to do that. I mean, that's what a lot of young players they need that to get that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'm glad he.
I mean, I was happy for him. I was happy for him. I never disliked him at all. I just sometimes you on the team where the coach either I'm not gonna say ain't feeling you, but just don't feel you over the player he got in the lineup already. And sometimes you just can't get out off the bench. You can't get in the rotation because you got so many other dudes you trying to fit in, and they seem to be playing well and good with this lineup, and chemistry seems right with that player. So it's hard for you to get another player in the game. Like I think most of us Sixers fans want to see Springer a little bit more, but he young. You got Batum back in the lineup. He doing his thing. And now Batum balling. And now what's going to happen when Oubre come back? Somebody going to lose more minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
hopefully it's Tobias.
Tobias played well. Why is you hating on Toby? They actually had a good game. Let me go to Toby stats again. Toby had 16 points. Let me see what he shot from the field. I think it was a pretty solid game shooting from the field too, because you're doing a lot of hating on my man. Tobias Harris. Come on. 16 points, 6 for 13, 46%. He didn't shoot good from 3, 1 for 5 from 3. He threw in 5 rebounds and 6 assists. That's a solid performance. Solid performance. In a win, mind you.
Tobias like that even, like he just gives you that evenness.
Yes. What's so wrong with that?
Sometimes you just want the player that can give you a little bit more than that.
That's what you got. You got 2 of them already. We need 3.
You know, the other night, the Bucks, when they was playing, they had 39 points from Brook Lopez, 32 points from Giannis, 31 points from Dame. We need at one point, I'm not saying every night, but we need to play. We need times. There are going to be times where we need a big 3 to all be dominant, all in one game. You're never going to get that with Tobias Harris. You're going to get that even kill every time.
But you got even kill from if you give. Truth be told, I would rather take an even kill player who's going to consistently give me 16 to 20, shoot 50% from the field, 5 rebounds. I mean, now sometimes rebounds be a little suspect, but you got him. He going to give you an even kill game. Batum going to give you an even kill game. You know, Melton going to do his thing. I mean, Maxey and B going to do their thing, and Melton just going to shoot. If he hot or cold, it don't matter. Melton just going to shoot. But you got 2 solid dudes, and you got Paul Reed who's been playing well coming off the bench. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not opposed to for another big time scorer coming in here, but right now I think we playing pretty good. We got Melton is the only one that could go to the bench. You make a move. I've been saying this. I think you get a point guard, let Maxey play shooting guard, let him go to his true position, which I feel is his true position. You put Melton on your bench and then let's go at it.
My thing is, I like the starters to be great or really good, not at everything, but at least one thing that they're really, really good at. Like they could be a great rebounder, great shooter, great speed. They just great with one thing, not great at everything. What is the one thing that Tobias Harris is great at in his job?
Being even kill. He's the greatest even kill player ever.
Exactly.
He's the greatest ball like this and give you a little boop, boop, boop every now and then. But he do what he do. That's cool. He's great at that. He's great at being even kill.
You know the heart monitor be going up and down. That's Tobias like boom.
He's great. You can't be mad at that, bro. You cannot be mad at that.
No one I'll be mad at, because come playoff time, we're gonna need that rebound. You're not gonna get it. He
And
was
you're gonna
trying to
need
dunk.
consistency. The playoff time, you need consistency. You don't need Harden to give you 45 one night and 7 the next night. You don't need that. I would rather have a dude give me a consistent 20, 20, 20, 20 every game, so I know what I'm getting from him, instead of giving me this big game here, drop all the way down to 17, give me a big game, drop all the way down to 11, and then go 14 and 20 something. Like I'd rather have Tobias type.
Tobias had a couple of bad playoff outings.
I'm just saying that's what under the old coach. Under the new coach, he's been playing very consistent. I'm just saying under the new coach, he's been playing very consistent. Maybe you can keep that up.
We're literally like one game off of last year. How we started off. We're literally like one game off.
Norman B raises a good question. Norman B said, "What was Aaron Gordon great at?"
Norman, first of all, Aaron Gordon was a wait, or you talking about from Denver?
Yeah, he's just saying that Denver won the championship with the players that they had, he wasn't great at anything.
He was a great defender. He jumped. He got a bunch of boards last year. He was great for them down the stretch. Second, he created a lot of second chance opportunities for that team last year.
Denver, they started to lose a lot of games. They started to lose some games without Jamal Murray too. By the way, I've been peeping in on them, but they had a team with good chemistry. They had players like Porter. Porter to me was very inconsistent, and they still won. Porter is like they Toby on a team, or like how Toby was last year, because Toby's been way more consistent than he was last year. Porter was very inconsistent last year, even in the playoffs, and they were still able to win because they had a lot of other players stepped up. Gordon was consistent. You know, Joker gave you what he's going to give you. Jamal gave you he's going to give you. You had a lot of dudes.
I think Brown
came off the bench doing his thing, nice, very consistent. So they had some players step up. Who was the Caldwell? I think was his name. Not Caldwell Pope. Was it Caldwell Pope?
It is Caldwell Pope.
Got him. Well, that's what I'm saying. They did some.
I mean, Caldwell Pope, if I'm not mistaken, he won a championship with the Lakers, so he had that championship pedigree underneath his belt.
That was LeBron pedigree. That was LeBron. I mean, but I see what you're saying. But I mean, listen. Right now, we how many games out of first place? The Boston that only got the only team with 4 losses.
Yeah, so we're only like one game out of first place.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't. Let me go back to the standings again here. Yeah, Boston 12-4. Only one game behind Boston. They lose, we win. We right back in the mix. So far, we split with Boston. They won 1, we won 1. So
we actually play them next Friday. That's gonna be a huge game.
That's gonna be a big game.
They actually elevated that to a primetime game on ESPN.
When's our next game?
We play Monday, the Lakers.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we play the Lakers right there at the
We play the Pelicans. Okay, get a little taste of that Zion Williamson, the bully ball. I told you he the NBA version of the brotherly shove. That boy would come to the paint and you getting out the way. Trust me when I tell you. They said Drew and Porzingis is hurt. They said Jokic was bull and Murray was regular. Look at Denver without Murray. Oh yeah, I know. Listen, don't get me wrong. Joker's still putting up crazy numbers. They actually lost. I think they scored 86 points the other night. Joker had like 36, 19 rebounds, like 8 assists. Listen, he shot like 60-something%. He's still putting up great numbers. Don't get it twisted, but you do need, to Tim's point, you need that complimentary ball to score, and that's where you're missing Murray at. But Murray is our Maxey. Maxey is our Murray, rather. So we got B equals Joker, and Maxey equals Murray. So now you just need everybody else to play their role. You need chemistry and good coaching. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, what separates you, would normally say, it's 2 things that separate you when you get in the playoffs: good coaching and star players. If your stars come to play, if B comes to play in the playoffs, we'll have no problem getting to the finals. I feel, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's going to be it's fitting to be a breeze and nothing like that. But when B comes to play, it's nobody in the East that can stop Joel Embiid. This Joel that you've seen tonight is nobody in the East that can stop him.
It is. It's called the Boston Celtics. And you can't say that that's who the last 7 years, that's what happened. He ran
the first game he won, didn't he have 30 on the first game he won?
Doesn't matter.
When he's playing his game, when he's playing and hitting that mid-range or playing his game, is nobody can stop him.
Well, sometimes he's playing when he keep losing to them in every series. Whose game is he playing?
What you say?
What game is he playing when he's losing to the Boston Celtics every year for like since he's been in the league?
He was playing Doc Rivers' game, and it wasn't
Doc
good.
Rivers was here for 3 years. What about the other 4 years?
And that's the main years that we lost to him. Then you have Brett Brown and Doc Rivers, two terrible coaches, Brett Brown and Doc. So
See, and that's just not true. That's just not true.
Now we got the white savior.
And here
now we got our Messiah. The white savior is going to I know you hate that. Skin crawling right now. No, look, listen, at the end of the day, I like what he's doing offensively. I like how he got Joel Embiid playing. We're going to beat Boston. I'm telling you, Boston done, bro. We got him. We got him. Don't be scared.
Listen, my concern, because I'm seeing Maxey, and I'm saying now he's being real passive playing against these other players. Now, when he goes against Derek White and Drew Holiday in a playoff series, is he going to shrink back? Who's going to be that person that's going to match? Who's going to give us what we need if Maxey doesn't show up?
I mean, listen, but if you say that, you can say that about every team. If
I drilled it down for you. I said specifically with the Boston Celtics, with Derek White and Drew Holiday, when they clamped down on Maxey, who is going to step up in that place? Because we know Al Horford is going to neutralize Joel. So who's going to step up and make that?
Why are you assuming Maxey going to get clamped though?
Because I'm seeing something that right now in the last 4 or 5 games, I'm seeing something that I don't like that I'm seeing with the Maxey.
Maxey had 28 today.
It's concerning me.
He had 28 points.
His aggression is not the same.
Now for 11 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 with 3 assists, 5 assists like that. I mean,
so,
and that's one of the best teams in the league.
If they clamp down on Maxey, who do you?
And they was clamping that. It was trying to. He's not being clamped. This is what I'm trying to tell you. He's not being clamped. You're assuming. First of all, you're assuming that you can say that. Let me finish my point because this is what I was saying. You can say that about any team. If you clamp down on, you can say that about Boston. All right. If you clamp down on Tatum, you already know Melton going to clamp down on Jaylen Brown because you already did before. So now all we gotta do is clamp down on Tatum. I don't think Porzingis is no boy that's going to carry you to no NBA finals. So if you clamp down on Tatum, you shut him down, then what happens? Then Boston loses. So you can say that you could do this scenario with every team, with every player that they got. That. You ain't clamping down on Maxey. It's not happening.
Listen, they got 4 players. Like if they try to switch, you switch and then you got Jaylen Brown. You switch, you got Tatum. You switch, you got Drew Holiday. You should this.
We got Toby. Oubre. We forget about Oubre. I forgot about Oubre. I'm sorry, William. We missed Oubre for a couple games. We also forget about him. Oubre is a 20-point a game scorer. He was averaging. How much was Oubre averaging for us?
About 16 points a game.
That's what I'm saying. So you got 19 by Tobias, 16 by Oubre, 26 by Maxey, 31 by Joel Embiid. So you're saying he ain't going to get 31 against Boston.
No. What I'm saying is when the fight comes, I want to be prepared for the fight. I don't want to get to the fight and realize that I'm not prepared to go up against this. That's my concern. I want to be prepared. I don't want to go in like, yeah, we got this, and then we going against this gauntlet of like talent and realize, oh, we should have did more. I'm at the point now. Let's make sure that we ready when we get to that fight. We made the best team win, and we're comparable. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating. I'm saying let's be prepared. Is this the best team we can put out there against the Boston Celtics? Because that's my only concern right now. Can we beat them? Is this the best team?
Oubre in the lineup, yes.
Okay.
You get Oubre back, we good to go. Can we improve it? Yes, we can. I'm not saying it can't.
Then improve it then.
Listen. You heard me. You heard my wishes. What I want, how I want this team improved. You want a scorer. I want a point guard. I want a point guard that can score. I don't want somebody who only gonna give me 10. I want a point guard who, if necessary, can give me 15 to 20 points a game. Okay. But we'll see. Morey's on deck. Your man Morey. Bernard McCoy, thank you for the shout out. Tim, Maxey is not passive. Maxey was tired. This is the first time in a month or 6 they had 2 days off between games. He played 41 minutes again. Yeah, Tim defense, he did say he did seem a little tired. Tim
that's what I'm saying. If it's tired, I can deal with that. But rest.
At some point, I'm sorry, go. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead.
Thanks, McCoy.
Boozella said at some point Celtics is going to miss Brogdon. Smart Williams is going to show at some point. I agree with that. I agree. I'm telling you, it's going to come down to them playoff games, and you need that tough defense. Both Williams played very tough defense, grinded out, rebounds. Grant Williams can hit which one? Hold up. Which one's the light skin one? Grant? I can't even remember. Right? No, yeah, Grant Williams. He could hit that knockdown three. Robert Williams was huge on defense, grabbing rebounds, just gave you that physical presence in the middle. They're gonna miss that in the playoff time. I'm telling you.
All right.
Gonna miss that. And when Oubre come back, when Kelly come back, like I told y'all, because I've been said we should have had Kelly 2 years ago in here. When Oubre come back, it's on the popping. Like, he's gonna take a little bit because he's gonna take a couple games to get body back in the flow again and all that. But 5 games in, you really gonna see it. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something special. You're gonna take that number 1 spot.
All right.
SS relabeled. One more comment. The Sixers playing well allows them to take their time and hopefully make the best choice to improve the team. I agree with that. It's no rush. There's no rush. Take your time, improve the team, get what you need to get, see what piece that may possibly fit the best, and make the best decision. I agree.
I do think that Melton position is up for grabs. To me, that's if you want to replace and upgrade, that's what you do. And I wouldn't mind DeRozan. I wouldn't mind his partner Levine, obviously, and then also the boy Malcolm Brogdon. Those 3 would be any of those 3 would be good for me.
All right.
Before we get out of here, quick question: do you think the suspension of Draymond was fair?
Yeah, I think. Do
you think that 5 games was fair?
Yeah. I think Draymond very highly of Draymond. I know a lot of people be trying to hate on Draymond, even in his comment section. I'll be trying to give him his credit that he deserves. I think Draymond is a top 10 defensive player of all time, in my opinion. I think he's the best defensive player in the last 15 years in the NBA. He can legitimately guard all 5 positions, but he be doing too much sometimes. I thought the 5-game suspension was fair. I thought it was fair.
Okay. I did too. The choke hand that boy.
Yeah, he definitely had to do it. Yeah, but I think it was fair.
All right, y'all. So
tomorrow we back at the Eagles game, right?
Tomorrow we back at the Eagles. We play the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully we can come get another win, stay hot. This schedule, this part of the schedule is brutal. They said we're supposed to get the boy Shaq Leonard. I don't know. Quez Watkins is back. He's active for the game tomorrow, so I know that should move.
No.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And we catch you on our next podcast.
Deuces.